some of the forms of care that the
Hang on, someone is asking an interesting question in the chat, and I want to see what people have to say. So this is a pop quiz for the chat. I'm going to give my answer after the chat gives their answer. From an academic standpoint, I wonder why these socialists' appearance are so odd. Their looks are unsettling. Why might socialist appearances be odd? Because there is a reason for it. This is not an accident. Nothing is an accident. Why do you guys think? Why do socialists look odd? Not all of them, by the way, but like a lot of them. And even the ones that don't look odd, they have tried to change their appearance in some way so that they don't look what we would consider to be normal. Exactly, Bot. You're doing so good today, Bot. Because they're queer. Because they're queer. Because they're queer. They're queer. They're queer. Does it have something to do with queer? Yes, it does. Part of being queer. Exactly. 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 And why are we queering things? Queer, again, guys, queer has nothing to do with being gay, because there are a lot of gay people in the world that don't consider themselves queer. Queer has nothing to do with being trans. There are a lot of trans people who do not consider themselves to be queer. You do not have to be gay to be queer. You don't have to be trans to be queer. You don't have to be anything to be queer, because queer is not about your sexuality or your gender identity. Queer is only about a far left political ideology that is specifically designed, Ashley, to destabilize the system. And a couple other people had destabilizing the system as well, Shannon. Well done. When you queer something, it is an explicit attempt to destabilize the system. Remember, the 4 goals of the woke left are always and forever the same. Gain as much power as possible, destabilize the system, attack capitalism, usher in their Marxist utopia. When they're destabilizing the system, what they're doing is causing problems. They're going against what the norm in the culture is, specifically to cause problems, which cause people pain. When people have pain, they're going to say, what's going on? This sucks. And then these people come in and say, do you know what your real problem is? It's capitalism. Capitalism is causing all your problems. Why don't we try Marxism instead? Queer theory is specifically intended to destabilize the system. That's why they look odd, because they are queering appearance. They're queering themselves. In the book Transgender Marxism, in the introduction, which is the only part of that book I've read, I was supposed to read it like 3 months ago and I just couldn't get through it, but I promise I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I promise. But anyway, in the introduction to Transgender Marxism, they talk explicitly about top surgery as being the ultimate commitment to a far left political ideology, because it is an irreversible change to your appearance. By queering their appearance, they fit in with other socialist groups. It is a socialist cultural thing. That's why they do it.